welcome once again to Conscripted, episode 52. We rejoin the party in Catheros, and why, oh why, is the party in Catheros?
Because we were teleported there.
Good answer, good answer.
To broker the best trade deals in the history of mankind.
Have you been successful?
No.
So we are trying to find a man named Clemens Andreasen while simultaneously potentially brokering. It originally was meant to just be like, I think like a distraction to propose this alliance or this allotment of land between the alliance and the Air 4 military. But as so far, they actually seem somewhat more interested in it than the previous contracts, apparently. Although I have no baseline because we don't actually know how quickly or how well received the other contracts were. All we know is that they essentially rejected all of them. So that's going fine. And then we had some interesting developments with the party, other group, potentially finding out that Cassius's old organization probably knows where Clemens is, and they will give us his location for essentially free. I mean, they think that when we leave town, whoever they would send after us is guarding something that they need to get to. So it's kind of like a we scratch their back, they scratch our back sort of thing. But
not my organization, but yes.
But then Erebos is about to get thrown out of town by the richer and nobler of people. I think that's kind of it.
Anyone got anything they feel is missing from that?
Still want to clarify again, not my organization. Didn't choose them. They chose me, and I don't work for them. I never have.
We did end specifically where the party was supposed to reconvene secretly as we did pass each other. And they Mal's team kind of noticed that our team had clearly failed in our... supposedly, I come storming out and everyone's following me looking like not happy about the situation. So clearly something has gone amiss.
And nothing was left on the anvil, so it's pretty obvious from all of that, most of the you storming out part.
All right, so the six of you reconvene to discuss matters of your search.
Well, on the diplomatic side of things got very well, surprisingly. I've learned quite a few things. Things could actually go quite well on both fronts. And I'm sure that you guys have much good news to report on the scouting side.
Well, scouting in the Noble District didn't go so well, but Cassius got some interesting information that maybe it's best if he just explains to you.
Oh, so we're listening to me now. Okay. Well, you know that group that found me in Chrysaisen, that criminal organization? Basically, they said that they have some stuff that they want to accomplish here. And they have an idea of what we're looking for here. And if we help them with a distraction of sorts to prevent or to allow them to do what they're going to do, then they will try to provide us with what we need to get what we need found. To get what we need found. Though I don't like the idea of working with them. That is an option.
I don't understand it. What do you mean?
About what?
What distraction do they need us to make?
There's, I believe, a group looking for them, or at least if I'm right, think that they're pretty much just hired from within the city to kind of stop them from doing what they're doing. They didn't give me a whole lot of details, though.
A group like the guards here, or
Not exactly. I don't think that they work exactly within the military structure here.
Regardless, we were told that once we succeeded on finding what we're looking for, we may have to defend them. I think what he's getting at is this group probably is potentially who we would be defending them against.
I mean, out of character, you guys are really, really off, but in character, I guess I won't know that. So, okay. So, how do we contact this individual?
If they know you're looking for them, or if they know you're looking for what they think you're looking for, they'll probably find you.
Well, seeming that time is running out and we haven't had any other developments, we don't have many other choices, do we?
Unfortunately, it doesn't look that way.
Tonelli seemed to imply that we should make utmost haste. Every day that we waste is another day that's, well, we risk losing Clemens.
If you want, I could show you where I met up with them.
Yes, I suppose we should do that. What time of day is it?
It is closing in on evening.
Okay. Yes, I think we should do this before the close of dawn, because I think tomorrow we may end up having to depart quickly. I want to make sure we have all of our bases covered.
Are we sticking together at this point? We were to maintain that we weren't with you, right? But
yeah, I suppose it's a bit of a dilemma. We're already here together, but maybe we don't go as a full group. Maybe we just go as me and Cassius.
well, hold on. During your negotiations, were they aware that we were all together, or were they?
They were not,
Okay.
but
I'm sure that this organization knows that we're together. But
I would assume if anyone goes digging or researching or looking into it too much, it's not going to be that hard to potentially place us together. I did buy Spinks a room at the same inn I'm at, and I paid for it with her right there. So, I mean, if people looked into things deeply, if they wanted to, they could probably find the information.
And this fool blew my cover. I'll point to Cassius. I'm probably a laughingstock amongst the nobles here already.
oh, don't worry about it. That was well before you blew your own cover.
I did no such thing.
Oh, when you started an argument with that much wealthier person than you? Sorry, woman than you? Almost said guy.
I would have won that argument if you would have played your part.
And then she would have paid the waitress more than what you were offering, and showed you
I
up
doubt
once
it.
again.
She was bluffing.
The same person who threatened to buy the entire building just to have you kicked out,
I would have done the same if I were her.
and could afford it.
I could afford it. Regardless, I don't think we have much choice at this point then.
Not unless anybody's come up with anything new since the beginning of this conversation. I don't think so.
Our of us will make it a point to constantly be looking at Spinks's ring finger,
Mm-hmm.
see if it's glowing.
Nope. No glow.
I don't know if Spinks notices this, but I won't be hiding me looking at her hand a lot.
perhaps to minimize the chances of us being seen together, maybe you could try to invite a representative of this organization to meet with me?
I mean, I suppose I could. I mean, we could go down there. I could go down there. I could tell you where it's at. If you're worried about being seen with us.
How long would it take you to get there?
About how long did it take me to get there, Steve?
Not very long. You can get there in a few minutes.
It's not too far from here.
Tell them if they will have a meeting with me, then I guess I will be at my forge. They can meet me there. It will be not very well occupied at this late at night anyways.
You need some backup. If you don't think the meeting will take very long, I can cloak one of us in invisibility for about 16 minutes.
Yes, I suppose that could be helpful.
Although if they have means of detecting such a thing, they may distrust you.
Probably do. I mean, I find it hard to believe that their reach comes all the way out here from Krzyzyn and they don't have that sort of means.
Yeah, I don't think they... I mean, we could just be close by anyway. They wouldn't try anything, probably.
I also think that if we did try to go in invisible, they'd probably take that as a slight. Because I find it hard to believe that an organization that well organized doesn't know that we're here right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, then that is fine. I will go to my forge. I doubt they would try anything crazy in not broad daylight, but in the middle of the streets. They seem, if this is the same organization from Krzyzyn, they seem to be quite behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm sure they have more potential to gain from us alive than they do dead, so yay.
I'll tell them I will accept their meeting.
All right, I'll tell them you're offering a meeting.
Okay. Cassius,
So
you...
the rest of us,
If anybody
are
wants to
we
come
just
with me, they
staying
can.
in, yelling distance of the forge, or
Oh, yeah, I suppose that would be good. Maybe we're not very far from it already, I suppose. Perhaps you could all separately go to a tavern nearby if needed.
Okay.
But I would hope that it doesn't come to that.
Okay. So, the 4 of you can head towards the forge. Or no, I'm sorry, it is the 5 of you can head over to the forge. Cassius, you can make your way to where you met up with the gentleman before. Mal, as you close in on the forge, you can hear something striking against an anvil on the inside. Very faintly, but it's there.
Yeah, I would take a gander over at who's working this late.
You look in, and there is a man cloaked in black with long, sort of flowing-ish black hair, but just like slightly coming out, with a short black hat on. Hammering away at the forge. Hammering away on an anvil.
Is it like by mine?
Yes, it is in fact yours.
I was gonna say, is it just mine? I'll just go up and just introduce myself.
There will be no need for introductions, Meldronicus.
Yes, I imagined you already knew that. You probably also know I'm a man of few words, so tell me what it is that you're offering.
Mostly I know you're a man who makes deals, who's willing to offer up whatever you can in exchange for whatever you need.
If the deal is fair, yes, I can do that.
Your friend Cassius, he's a fair man. But he's too nervous, too anxious, too afraid. You lack that. Your stubbornness is a benefit in many ways to you. So, let's cut to the chase. We both have something we need. There are things that we want here, and things we cannot accomplish, so long as we are all being watched without being able to see what watches us. You make a much bigger target than we will if what is said among the streets is true about Clemens' finding. It should provide quite the distraction of the watchers that watch us. So you can travel to where you need to. The watchers will follow you. And we will take advantage of a city without enough eyes. We promise we're not going to burn the city down or cause damage to its people. There's just something very valuable to us that we can have if the eyes blink for just the right amount of time.
Well, if it sounds like correctly, it sounds like you guys would be going after this one way or the other. So, might as well. If you can give us the locations of Clemens, that's what's most important to me at the moment.
I can lead you to who can take you to Clemens. We are well aware of who he's kept in his close circle. And they have made sure that things are safe for him. And it is in our best interest to make sure that you make it to him safely. When you start to move, as a team, a large enough team, the following will begin. Once you reach Clemens, it is important that you stay close to him. They will look for any advantage that they can to take him out in a moment of weakness. So you should not go as an individual. You would be a fool to do so. You should go together. Make it so it would be a scene if something were to create a problem.
What resources will these people have? Can we keep him safe through deception, or will they see through that?
They will likely see through deception. If they're good enough to know where our operatives are at most times, they'll be good enough to know whatever tricks you try to pull with him. But if you are all together, you'll provide the distraction we need. And you should be fine until you get out of town. They need to know where it is. That's the other key. They're not aware of where. They just know it's within his minds. And Clemens paid a powerful wizard for a lot of abjuration down there. So I'm sure they're not interested in trying to break it either.
So they need him alive.
Yes. They want whoever is coming to meet him to guide them directly to where this thing is. You will and should be expecting that it will be a trap, but not one set by Clemens. But preparedness is how you beat a trap, is it not?
Suppose it is. Well, you have been most helpful, and I hope whatever it is that the city has is a benefit to you.
It will be.
I truthfully hope that you are keeping your word and that nobody will get hurt out of this.
If there's one thing we have to make sure we do, it's keep our deals. Otherwise, no one will truly fear us, because no one will truly respect us.
I can respect a man that keeps his word.
I know.
Very well. Where do we go? My group and I.
He just kind of fades away. But your hammer is like now laying on a sheet of paper.
I go and pull out the paper underneath the anvil, and I take it back to the tavern.
Yep.
The rest of the group was...
Cassius, you arrive at the tavern, which you were heading to.
Mm-hmm.
But on your way there, from an alley, you hear, "You don't need to find us. We're wherever we need to be."
Oh, I'm well aware of that, but just following orders. If it's
Thank you
that
for
easy
that
for you
kind
to
of person.
what did he do?
He's fine. Question is, are you fine, Cassius?
You know, it doesn't quite instill me with the greatest of confidence when you tell me these things.
How was your mother? Was she well?
What do you want?
Just to know if your mother was well.
Why are you asking me questions you already know the answer to?
Just a reminder that you are always someone we will keep an eye on. You're important, Cassius.
At least that makes one of us.
First as a foe, maybe as a friend.
Don't know so much about that second one.
We'll see you soon.
I look forward to it.
And he steps back into the alley and fades into the blackness. All right.
I'm just gonna head back because I know that. Yeah.
Yep. All right. All of you can reconvene. You have an address on this sheet of paper. And as you look at the address, the ink seems to be slowly disappearing.
Okay. I just immediately copy down the address into, I guess into one of my books.
I need you to give me a use magic device check.
Okay.
Okay. So you start writing, and as you do, you notice that, like, the pen is, like, trying to stop you from writing this address. Something is physically trying to push your hand away from being able to put this onto another sheet of paper, but you manage to be able to do so. As if the very ether itself did not want you to write this name.
What's the address written in front of me?
Inconsequential, but written in front of you.
Okay. Well,
It is an address of some inn in the wealthy area.
I'm of two minds. I don't know what's better. I don't know who has prepared what. We can rest for the night, shop in the morning, and then depart immediately, or we can try and depart tonight. I am comfortable in the night, but I don't know if the rest of you would be so good at this.
That you said time was of the essence. I don't think. Can we wait another day?
The problem is, it sounds like we'll be walking into a trap. And we can't much walk into a trap with a bunch of torches over our heads.
Well, no, I can't see, and Cassius is using my goggles.
Oh yeah, if you need those, if you want those back, just let me know.
Well, then you can't see.
But I don't.
Well, those are only low light vision regardless. They're not anything
Yeah.
supernatural about them.
I'm gonna give them back to you. I didn't know if you still had anything on your.
I
It's
have
like-
prepared light. If you want some light stones, we can make some and throw them as you need.
But it still kind of defeats the purpose of trying to get somewhat of a jump on them.
Well, I mean, once the jump has been made.
If what I was told of these people is true, if they get the jump on us, then it is already going to be too late.
Hmm. Well, Arvo's checks his spellbook. What I've prepared today is sufficient, I believe, but it's up to everyone else if they're not prepared or aren't suitable for nighttime venturing.
If we're not going to use lights, I mean, I'm going to be pretty much useless.
But we can use lights. We would have to. That is the point. We either go with lights tonight, but then you will have a target on your head, and we will lose all sense of surprise. Or we can try and go tomorrow, and see if we can maybe catch them unawares. But that means more time will pass.
At least the ones of us with lights will be without surprise on them.
Are we not able to not use lights and just follow you, Meldronicus? You can see in the dark, can you not? And then once you've made their position, then we use the light. We light up the place and we have surprise on them. No?
If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'll be able to make their position by myself.
Hmm.
I mean, I have the same vision you do. I can attempt to help, but I don't know if just the two of us will be enough.
True. I often forget you're half-orc as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are fine with me following 5 feet behind you, I mean, I can do that. Pop on the light, the eye.
Well, hold on.
I need to get a cover for the ion light anyway.
I thought this man's operations were in the mountains. We'll be operating in the dark regardless of the time of day, no?
Yes, but that whatever is in the mountains is what we'll have to face there in the dark regardless. But at least this aspect versus what sounds to be quite adversarial assassins, we probably do not. I don't know. Certainly we have more of an advantage in the day given our limitations, but I don't know how much time we have left.
The address is an address in the mountains.
No,
it's in town.
Well, we will be going there shortly afterwards, I would imagine.
Seems like the trap is at the address, I thought.
Yes. But it is already dark, Zeke. By the time we get to there, it will be well into the evening. And without torches, you will not be able to see. So you will have torches. That is my point. We can attempt some degree of stealth, but with torches, they will 100% know we are coming. So if that is what we want to walk into, then that is what we can walk into. But
the streets are dark at night, or is there some sort of like magical?
The
light
streets
there?
are lit at night, faintly, but they are lit.
And those of us that they see coming, they'll be expecting if we did that.
correct.
So if we're
So
not all
Steve,
together,
you said it was easy to cover up the ion light in some way?
You
Like
just
I just need a sheet or something you had
just
said?
take it off your head and put it in your hand.
Okay, so that'll turn it dark?
When you take it off, yeah. If it's not here,
Okay.
it's not on. Well, I guess it is, because it's technically a dull gray ironstone, so you'd have to like keep it clenched in your hand. Or put it in your
that's
pocket,
what I
or
thought
put it
you
in a
had
bag, or
said
something
before
like that.
was that I needed... Yeah, I thought you said I had needed a sheet before, that's why. Okay.
No, you
Well,
just
regardless-
holding it is enough. There's not really enough light to come out of your hand as long as you've got it held.
yeah, regardless, it's easy enough
Sounds
to
good.
like extinguish.
What's our people's feelings? My feelings are we just try it in the morning, but if you guys want to try it tonight, I'm comfortable. Just be aware that if they have anything prepared, you very well could be dismantled. If they disable your light sources, you're dead. 100%. every single one of you except for me and probably Ra. And I guess Sphinx says the other three of you will be completely without vision.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'd rather see if given the option.
And plus, Zeke,
So
you got
I would
those
agree.
goggles. So if the streets are lit nearby there, then they'd have to take out all those lights. But still, they'd probably be able to. But
A single darkness spell will dismantle every single thing in its radius.
hmm.
Even the streetlights, Cassius. And I do not have a way to counter it. Let's vote. We are being indecisive here. My vote is we do it in the morning. What is everyone else's votes?
I'll trust your judgment, Maldronicus. Morning it is.
Don't make me no. Never mind.
Is there anyone that wishes to go tonight? No? Very well. Retire to your inns. We will meet in the morning. We will do some quick shopping, and then we will be on our way to this address.
Alrighty.
Prepare spells for battle. We will probably need them all.
The 6 of you can rest. John, those sounds are coming from me, right? There's like car noises.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
no.
I tried to mute.
That's not. What I'm making sure of is I don't have a track that's incorrectly got like car noises on it.
Yeah, sorry.
Because
Someone's
I
angry
did that
on the
once
highway.
with something else. I got it and it sounded really great, but there was like 10 seconds of some car honking, and I was like, this is not how this is supposed to work.
Yeah, definitely not.
All right, so the 6 of you can get your rest. But this rest does get a little bit different.
Cue the dream noise. Or the boss fight music.
The best way to prevent 8 hours of restless sleep is get a ring of sustenance, so you only have 2 hours of nightmares a night.
Cassius,
Isn't that how that works? Yeah. What's up?
you're in a different place. You stand with the woods around you and Catheros at your back. It's calling to you, Cassius. It's calling.
It's it. But what is it?
You haven't looked at it in some time. You haven't needed it in some time.
Let's see. Wow, that's trash. I'm gonna try to figure out what direction I'm looking, and I'm going to face towards the place that it was pointing last time before I open it up.
It is
I'm
pointing.
assuming.
It is pointing there again, and as it is, you can see a figure form underneath, like where you hold it up. The body of Sphinx appears beneath where you hold up the Wayfinder.
I'm gonna let go of it when her body starts appearing underneath it.
Yeah, her face for a moment is the Wayfinder as you pull it away, and then it gradually melts back into being Sphinx's face. And Sphinx, you are there in the dream with him.
I'm gonna. Is it her actual face now?
It is
or
her actual face now.
They've told me this isn't happening again.
That you? Is that Wayfinder gone now?
Still pointing.
Ah, so she kind of manifested out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is
And
you or the dream
Maldronicus, what would you advise the two of them to do in this situation?
Am I in this situation?
You can speak in this situation. You are not quite there, but you can
So
feel.
Do I see everything that you described to Ryan, or do I see less?
You would see less. You would see like him look at the Wayfinder and point in a specific direction, and as he like looks at the Wayfinder, you would see Sphinx appear behind it. And you're kind of like looking as an observer, like through a scry, down upon them.
You don't need it, Cassius.
Oh, I was gonna do that on Sphinx to see if that's real Sphinx or Dream Sphinx.
Seems real. In a dream, how could you tell?
You don't need to let this manipulate you again, Cassius.
What the hell? What? Now you're here?
We're all here. We're all parts of the Spirit's Mother now.
Man, I'm the best at these roles!
He is with us now.
But with what I am, I don't know. Can you explain that a little bit further?
All in good time.
At least you talked. At least you talks. I kind of go off mumbling to myself.
There are important things which I wish to guide you to. There are souls lost that Cassius carries with him. Souls that must be rejoined and then returned. Returned to become new again.
That part I don't remember, but...
Cassius, can you not feel it when you're in these states, brewing in you angrily desire for what feels like revenge? And Sphinx, can you not see the frustration and confusion that fills his face as an unknown entity seems to draw him on a path that he does not understand? You can act as his guide in a world he can't see, in a world he can't fear or feel. And Mal, you, as the shepherd, can watch over them and keep them safe.
What am I keeping them safe from? I just need to know a little something, please.
What lies ahead? There is much that cannot be said. I am bound by the same rules as the others.
Talking about that thing in that flying castle?
Yes. Perhaps.
And I wouldn't think that you'd be able to give us a heads up on what that is, would you?
That defies the rules, but soon Sphinx will be able to tell you.
That concerns me.
It is not my ability to tell you without having the power to be told.
All right.
But if you can view it, it will be yours. But unfortunately for now, time's up, everyone. And a dust cloud blows through, and the three of you will awaken. Hurrah!
I've been waiting for this so long.
You don't want me? You accepted me, and you don't like me? It feels painful to be unwanted.
Can I tell who's talking to me?
Not quite yet, if you can't figure it out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure out of character I know, but I don't know if in character I would know.
I was so hoping that we could forge a new bond, a better bond.
Better bond than what?
And things gone by, I do enjoy her followers. They are quite different. And you have a bit of intensity that some don't. I thought we could do great things together. Show the world true feeling, true intensity, and maybe even a passion for change.
I'm not sure what change you want to bring.
People spend much of their lives in the same blah, blah, blah. They need experience, enjoyment, excitement. We could bring that to them.
I don't really care if they want an exciting life or not.
Well, then I wish you luck as Thoth proceeds on your future. Good night, Ra. Goodbye, and good luck. The circles are fading. 8 becomes 7. And the voice disappears.
I don't know. Can I try to sense motive on the end of what she was saying?
Give
there?
me a knowledge religion.
Okay. If I can use my insight bonus, I would, but if I can't, that's fine.
You can. So
Okay.
you would remember that there are 9 great circles of divine magic. 1 being the weakest, 9 being the highest. It is possible, or very likely in this case, you can infer with the 28, that she is saying that those who once had 9th level powers are probably already without them. That 8th
Yikes.
is slipping away, and 7th will come soon.
That's spoopy. Okay.
That's why you learn from the arcane. Fuck the gods.
Fuck the god. Oh shit. Damn it, wrong character. Oh shit, both my characters. Fuck. Why do I play religious characters? Fuck.
But night will come to a close, and day will begin anew.
What a relaxing and undisturbed slumber I had. How about the rest of you?
Fucking atheists.
I believe in the gods. What are you talking about?
So I would propose everyone do whatever last minute shopping they need. I know we have some stuff to unload, probably some things to buy. Take an hour, let's say 2 hours. So after breakfast, we can plan to meet up around let's say it's 8 a.m. Take 2 hours to do whatever shopping, and then let's meet up. I guess I don't want to ask anyone in town for this address. Might I be able to find a map of town that might have streets?
Address are very so the town is pretty well put together. Like, it's a numerical system going from the
Oh, it's like
out.
a real city.
It is like a real city.
It's not like fucking Boston. Okay,
No.
great. So it'd be really easy for me to locate it.
Yeah,
without
you
help.
can follow the addressing pattern and then just find the appropriate street that interconnects.
So I'm gonna give everybody a location like 4 and 4 away from that grid location of the address, and say that we're gonna rendezvous there at 10 a.m. Does anyone need more time than that?
I mean, I did want to try and get some spells, and, well, I wanted to have time to learn them anyway. But yeah, that's fine with me.
Good. Cassius, would you be willing to go shopping with me? I had some things I needed to check in on you with.
Sure.
The rest of you, feel free to go wherever.
Was there something by chance that Aravos would have tried to have bought yesterday? Because
Sure,
there would have technically been time.
Okay. There's a few. I have a bunch of spells I want to buy, but maybe I'll just stick it to like 1 or 2. If that's
What
okay.
level were they? Because that's also going to be a determination.
Yeah, so if it's like a stringent time, I would go with my level of ones that I wanted, like 1 or 2.
It's less about the time and more about like your access. So you would have lost access to anything above 3rd level because of the stink you created in the wealthy district.
Are you? Oh God.
So you can buy them today, but you would not have been able to yesterday.
Got him.
Okay.
But
so
if you have some
yesterday-
ones, twos, and threes stuff, you could buy that.
Okay. Do you want me to like PM you that, or do you
Yeah,
want me to
go
just
ahead.
Tell you. Okay.
And it'll all cost you base price. There is no discounting here.
Oh, okay. Let me do some quick math. Other people can do their thing.
Okay.
Joke's on the mistress. I don't even get 7th level spells.
She knows.
So I guess the first thing I want to try and appraise these sapphires, which
Okay.
we haven't done yet. Anyone else is better than I am. I'm okay at it. Okay, that's pretty decent.
It's not bad. This is a lot of money in sapphires.
Can you give me a range?
With a 21, you know it's probably tens of thousands of sapphires. Each sapphire is... Each sapphire... Hang on a sec. Let me pull
Yeah,
something up real quick.
I was gonna say,
I
could
had
we,
a
like-
thing for this. Hang on.
Like, I guess like the easiest part is to count the sapphires. Like, so like I guess like first how many sapphires do we have, and then give me like a range and what I estimate each one to be. And obviously there's gonna be some error in there. I currently just have handfuls of sapphires. So it's not very helpful.
That is not the note I was looking for. Maybe it is, actually. Nope, it's not. God damn it. Clicked on the wrong place. There we go. I kept forgetting I have not gotten this to you.
Yeah, well, it's our fault too. We haven't really asked.
So each of these is probably right around the realm of 40,000 sapphires.
40,000 GP,
GP and sapphires, yes.
Okay. Okay.
These were pretty big handfuls. These are, like, each of you grabbed quite a handful. You know that sapphires, like, when cut down to even a small coin's worth, are still quite valuable.
And do we would we know like sapphires, are they like essentially as like easy to exchange as like other precious stones?
The problem you have is, like, 40,000 GP would be if you could sell these, if you could clean them, if you could do everything you need to and sell them that way. So you're going to lose probably a significant portion of that to someone else having to do all the cleanup work on them.
Okay, and then like, but like, would we even believe we have the ability to do that on our own, anyways? Or
I don't think any of you have any craft in gem cutting or.
I don't think I really haven't flavored my craft in that way at all. So I think we would just accept whatever loss because I don't think we have any other option.
Okay.
We either walk around with it forever, or like, does anyone have any idea on that? If I like mention that, I think we just accept the loss and just move the product.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess our first stop then would be to go to someone that would be willing to cut them for us.
Okay.
Or, well, buy them off us.
Yeah,
And not
you
just
can. While you're in the wealthy district, you can do that. This is, by the way, on a per person basis, not on a everybody basis.
Okay.
So they will offer you. Let me see what kind of range you can get here. You're the one doing the selling, Mal?
I did the appraise. I get, if no one else seems to have any like good appraise, then I'll just do it.
All right.
Since I
give me
seem
the
to have-
give me a diplomacy then as well.
Yeah, if you're asking me to look at the thing, I can try to appraise it if you want me to, but I don't have any ranks in it.
No, you should do the diplomacy that he needs.
Yeah,
mind,
also
he did bad enough
diplomacy if you want me to. Oh my god!
Beautiful.
All right, so you come in, and this guy just doesn't want to deal with you. You have like a big attitude because he's just ignoring you. But looking around, this is like the only place that you can see that will buy gems probably in this condition, and that is still willing to, like, or that could probably actually pay you out the kind of money you'd be looking for.
Do they just do gems here?
This is somebody who specializes in not only gem sales but also gem processing.
Can I do like a military flex at him?
Yeah, you can give me an intimidate if you'd like. But you can. You can do what you want.
I've already identified myself as military, so it's like I don't know, like I guess like am I missing something with that? I just like I want to identify myself.
There's no need for all that. I'm assuming that I'm with you. I mean, I just followed you wherever you were going, so.
It's probably gonna be that anyways. Yeah, whatever. Just fucking take them.
So you start getting a bit of an attitude, and then you do that power move thing where you just like slam the sapphires on the counter to get him to stop being such a arrogant piece of shit. And he looks at the sapphires, looks at how large you are, and then just starts counting.
Does he look upset, or does he just look...
He looks kind of upset. Like, he looks frustrated by the fact that, like, he's doing this for this macho piece of shit that just comes in here and, like, look at me, I've got so much money because I probably stole it from somebody else.
I'm going to try to talk him down and calm him down a little bit and make him a little less upset.
Okay.
And does that... Okay, there we go.
Okay, you get the impression that while you help a little bit, he intrinsically doesn't like the look of you. He's a bit snooty as he's doing this, and he's dressed in clothes that you would, like, first of all, never want to wear in your entire life, and second of all, like, would have to pay way more than you'd ever be willing to. You could easily buy multiple magical guns with what he's wearing. He finishes counting the gems. Is this just the two of you that brought your gems in, or did you bring in like everybody's handfuls to get them?
Oh, we might do the gems together as a group potentially, and then split.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't have any ability to like appraise, so I would just be going along with whoever is and trying to do something because I'm like, I don't know, crap.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, we could always ask around, right? Is this the only appraisal?
If we don't want to have cash for before this ambush.
This is the only person who has the ability to, like, process them. So if you sell it to anybody else, you're going to lose a bigger cut because they're probably going to have to take it back to this guy or back to somebody else and do the work themselves.
Gotcha.
So he is willing to offer each of you, or I'm sorry, he's willing to offer as a total for what's here, 160,000 gold.
Seems fine to me. Seems about what I estimated. Given I'm not an expert.
And how would you like it?
Platinum, preferably.
Platinum? Huh. Very surprised.
Unless sapphire pieces are on the table.
Of course. They are eventually going to be made that way.
Perfect. We'll take sapphire pieces.
Okay. That will give to each of you 266 sapphires. And then he'll give each of you 6 platinum and 6 gold.
So...
with, like, a remaining, like, undivided piece.
I'm just going to set my copper pieces at this point as my sapphire pieces so that they add weight. Otherwise, I don't have a way to.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do we know how much, like, one sapphire piece would weigh?
It's really not substantial.
Okay. So, like, 266...
Because sapphire pieces are very small.
Is there any amount of weight you want me to add for the 200? Okay. Just want to know.
And it was how much?
266.
266 and 6 gold and 6 platinum.
Yes. And there are 4 remaining gold that is left after that. That goes to no one.
You can have a tip.
It's gonna
Okay.
piss him off even more.
Peasants. He scoops away the 4 gold.
Okay. All right. Remember, meet at this address by 10.
All right. The 6 of you will arrive in that location.
Sorry, I PM'd you the spells.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if those are
In game or in Discord?
on Discord. Sorry, I didn't know where you wanted them.
No, that's fine. My Discord is not alerting me to anything.
I also have like a priority if you're saying like I only could get like 2 or something like that.
No,
I can
you can get any number of them. So,
Okay, so can I just deduct that gold or?
yep, absolutely.
Okay. Do they give me any snarky remarks? Has word of my disgrace reached the magic shops?
No, in fact, they're like, you get more of a like, what is this person doing out here? Like, you're incredibly well dressed, you're elven, you're like clean, and you're out here like slumming it to buy these spells.
I'm looking to reinvest into the working class, you know?
Every
appreciate-
time I hear someone say that, what they actually mean is they're looking to take slaves.
What? How? That's a far reach from what I was saying. That's
Don't
not.
you know that's why he's building an orphanage?
Yeah, next he's gonna have us go look in the woods for some kids.
Speaking of, just a random theoretical question. If one were to find a chunk of mithril, where would there be places to sell that in town?
You have mithril?
No, I told you, purely hypothetical.
Oh, well, I mean, I hypothetically don't know where anything is.
Oh, come on, you don't have to be like that, do you? I'll put a platinum piece on the table. You could find it in your heart to tell me what.
I
where these
mean,
things
I
can be done.
suppose he pulls the piece off the table. I suppose I could be obliged to tell someone a place that would just buy unrefined metals from just anyone who walked in their door. But you're gonna have to go west. In the city, way west. You feel safe, pretty boy, going west?
What is in the West?
It's where knives are more valuable than currency. Where having the right body coverings can be the difference between walking along with a slight pain and lying on the ground in a pool of your own life.
Thank you for the information.
You're welcome. But you'll liquidate all of it, whatever you got, no matter how you got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Are you going to do that within these days, or are you just going to meet back
It
up?
sounds like a death sentence to go there by myself, so I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not that.
What? You don't want to go
suicidal.
there wearing your really fancy robe and having all this spell power emanating off you?
Yeah, definitely not.
All
It's
right.
gonna be alright.
But I guess if you're saying I bought these last night, do I have time to learn anything? Or,
Yeah.
Because it's an hour per spell.
Yep.
I think I can. I don't. Think
I'll
I'm
give you
pierced
up
to
to
fail.
3 levels of learning.
3 levels of learning.
Yes.
So 1 level 3 or 3 level 1s.
Yep.
The choices.
But while you're thinking about that, I am
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to have all of you meet up. As you all get to the address, there is a young woman who wanders up to the 6 of you very casually. Took long enough. Which one of you is in charge?
Sorry, this is the address that we're going up to, or the address that we met at?
The address that you met at.
Okay. I didn't remember telling you to rendezvous here, but that,
You didn't
I guess...
tell me to rendezvous here. Inevitably, you were going to come here. You're military men and women, are you not?
Yes, I suppose that's obvious at this point.
Yes. Are you ready to go then?
Anyone have any last minute things they need to do? Keep your eyes peeled. I don't think I have anything I'm throwing on. Nope. No. Most of my stuff is minutes. I don't think. Well, once we start getting really close, like if we go in the building, I'm probably gonna like start buffing myself. But...
Well, she's not going to take you into the building. She is going to take you elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
But as she does so, you notice that she is kind of like as she walks away from you, she kind of fades out of existence. And then I need a perception from everybody to keep following her. Okay. You all can maintain seeing where she went to. And this kind of pattern will continue. I think across the board, you all will average out to being able to keep a close eye on her. I just wanted a good sample when it first happened. But inevitably, she will guide you to a spot in a very, very near to the entrance to the wealthy area, but a little secluded off between two buildings. She kind of vanishes down an alleyway.
I'm going to remind everyone to keep their eyes peeled at this point. I'm probably just going to cast shield on myself and proceed forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast my greater magic weapon on myself at this point.
Stay where you are. I can see you there. Hold your place.
Is that you, Clemens?
It is.
How can I confirm that you are who you say you are?
I suppose that's a bit of the problem, isn't it? How can I confirm that you're who you say you are, and that instead I haven't been sold out?
I flick my rogues on for a sec to see if that helps, but
I'll
shines
turn
like sort
my
of the bright
military-
colors of military. And,
Yeah, my military shirt, I'll turn that on too.
He will, at this point, kind of step just a little ways into the light. He is sort of like heavily translucent as he steps out wearing a robe over him. You can just see bits of his face kind of phasing in and out of view. We're being watched, but I assume you've been told that.
correct.
I really hope you're strong enough. They took out much of the rest of my crew in me getting back here. They killed the wizard that put up the abjuratives. I can't find him anymore. Rumor is he's dead.
Well, if what I hear is true, you don't have many options left but to trust us. If we can't get you out, you're as good as dead anyways.
Yep. And then it will easily fall to
I
these
may.
people.
From what we understand, they need you alive. Now, it's easier to keep you alive if you stay conscious. Can I put a ward on you?
I am well protected for now. Within the city, I am well protected.
Okay. When we leave town, I will want to ward you if possible.
Well, some bit of warning as we start getting into the mountains. I am taking us to a place where there is heavy amounts of silver and very poor coverage of ley lines, except in a single concentrated point. Your magic may flicker at times if you're not keeping close attention to your surroundings.
Very well. We'll be careful. And I'm gonna throw up images.
Okay.
And say he's ready to go.
Okay.
The longer we wait, the longer that they get to make their move on us.
All right.
Can I
yes.
roll my spellcraft for my spell? Sorry.
Sure.
I just need to not roll a one. Ooh, thank
got
God.
it.
It's a level 3 spell. I don't know if you need to know non-detection. I take it.
Okay. So before we head out, let's go ahead and take a really brief break, and we'll see what happens when we get inside.